Okay. Hello? I don't know whether we're coming back to the same stream or not. And I don't know whether you can still hear me. But hello? Can you hear me now? I don't know. No, I can hear you? Okay, you guys can hear me now. Okay, good. Good. Interesting. Well, I didn't think I was going to be streaming today. Presumably, you guys didn't think I was going to be streaming today. So this is interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Bring out the kitty, please. Oh, she's in her room. She's in her room. Also, it looks like I'm wearing lipstick. I don't know why. The saturation on my webcam is a bit insane, but promise you I'm not wearing lipstick. What's up, Frantic? Hi. How you doing? It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Oh, man. We might get her towards the end of the stream. How about that? Maybe we'll get the kitty out at the end of the stream. Hello, friending my first stream seeing from you. Hello, William. How you doing? How is everybody today? Hopefully you guys are all doing good. I was just thinking to myself, it would be kind of cool if we actually did a stream in December. And it's December, so we're doing it. Is it a good idea? Maybe not. But who knows? You're my favorite YouTuber? Thank you. I need to get this chat near my... so I could see it. Hang on. I'd like to be able to see chat, please. Okay. I don't know. This is really big now. It's your lunch. Oh, okay, I see. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so, in today's stream, we are gonna be... Wait, Stormworks got the annual cold update? Yeah. the whole... Oh, there's no more rain anymore, because it never rains in winter. It's only snowy. Yeah, that's not how it works, but sure. Anyway, we're in Stormworks. We're gonna be building a plane today. What that plane is gonna look like, I have no idea, but we will figure it out. Good to see your face. First time for me. Hello, Andy. How you doing? Also, Ozan. Hello. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so my idea was that maybe we'd build a plane that we can fly from all the way down here, where we are, which is all the way down here at JSI Dock, all the way up past this island, Sawyer Isles, all the way past that, all the way up to the Arctic, maybe even all the way up to here with one fuel tank. I don't know, I feel like that would be kind of an interesting build, but I think it'd be a very, very boring flight, you know? So I assume a flying boat then. Yeah, a flying boat. So we don't have to deal with, you know, landing gear. But I do have an idea as to what this flying boat will sort of look like, although it might be a bit weird, but who knows? I'm not sure. No Zeppelin. I honestly have never actually built a Zeppelin in Stormworks, ever. You know? Jets? I don't know. I don't know. So I guess we could just start building and hope for the best. Realistically, maybe a modified workbench would have made more sense, so we can have big wings. Especially with the build I'm going to go for, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Can we expect a bit more complexity with relays, proper engine temperature management? No. no, we can't expect any of that. Let's just expect nothing. Simple Planes is OG. Hi, Kabango. How you doing? I hope you don't risk falling again this time. Well, wait, falling? What do you mean? Are we using prop or jet engines? How about a mixture of both? Turboprops. That would be kind of interesting too. Let's get ourselves some sort of shape, shall we say? Like fuselage shape. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully, we can build something that looks nice, but also works. Also, I don't know how big to make it. Do we build a big aircraft? Do we build a small one? I don't know. A lot of weight recently. And I'm slowly approaching my... You lost a lot of weight. Nice. Good job. That is... I mean, it's a tricky thing to do, losing weight. So, really good job. Just hopped in. What's the plan? We're going to build a plane of some sort. When smokestack missile. How old is that? How old is that? Anyway, yeah, I don't know how big to build this thing. It's going to be kind of interesting because of the way that I want to build it. But whether it'll look good or look bad with the way that I want to build it, I don't know. You know? Fuel-wise, you need big. Turboprops are cool. I quite like turboprops. Alright, so the idea is, maybe, to build something along the lines of this. Now, kind of nondescript so far, I suppose. We're just going to go ahead and copy what we've done on the top, on the bottom, on the top. That's quite big. That is quite large. You can't build planes? Oh, neither can I. Neither can I. A400-like propellers? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. So far, this looks okay. Not quite right, though, I don't think. I think it's too rounded. So, we need to change it up. Don't forget a heater. You are completely correct. Imagine forgetting a heater on your way to the Arctic. I would never do that. It's literally something I would definitely do. You are building backwards. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But you are right. I feel like streaming really brings out the really big dumb in me. And I do really big dumb things. Watch as he forgets to put a heater. Honestly, that will happen. You are right. I'm building it backwards. So let's start again. Why is my brain like this? I don't even know how to start again. There we go. Right, we're starting again. And this time we're going to point the right direction. So, the idea is to attach this guy onto here like so. I don't want it to be like a huge aircraft, so actually, let's do it slightly smaller than we did last time, just a second ago, and hope for the best this time. Here we go. So attach that onto there. We'll go ahead and do this going back over. And that's all good. So the main reason I'm doing this is because we're going to have two of them. We're going to have two fuselages. How about a VTOL turboprop? Well, I just want to build some sort of normal-ish aircraft this time. You know? Kind of a normal aircraft would be kind of cool. Or kind of good for me. So, the idea is, we go ahead and chuck one of these guys on here real quick. There we go. We'll go ahead and build some sort of step right there. Okay, so far so good. We're then going to build it backwards from there a good bit, like this. And we might as well send this to the same point. Okay, so far so good. Okay, Frantic, be honest. You will just go with a submarine plane hybrid. Yeah, I mean, the likelihood of this being underwater, probably quite high, you know? As a game dev, I want a game that combines ships at sea with Stormworks. What's ships at sea? Is that the new game that came out not so long ago? That would make sense for a new game. If it didn't come out so long ago. Do a P61. Well, you'll see what my idea is. And, we'll see what you guys think of it. Right, okay. Build this back by about 4. Attach another one of these guys on. Because I do want to extend this backwards quite a bit, if possible. So we're extending it backwards by 4 each time. And we're just going to send this in a straight line backwards like this, I guess. Alright. As soon as we get close-ish to the back, we'll just zoom it up. We'll do this guy right here. That looks fine, I think. It's basically Stormworks with fancy graphics. Oh, is it? I should have a look at that. Is it going to float? I mean, okay. The answer to that is it should. However, I am the one building it, so is it going to float? No idea. Why is there no notification for the stream on the Discord server? Because I'm too anxious. This is my thing with streaming. I really don't like pushing the go live button. In fact, I hate it. I find it really hard to do so. I've been sat here for 2 hours going to stream and never streaming. You know? Right ham on the side? Interesting. You gonna put landing gear and pontoons both? Probably not. Just pontoons. Just pontoons. I don't know whether I'm going to build it the way that I'm currently building it, either. This will probably change. This will likely change. I've commented this under almost every career mode video. Now is my chance. Will you add an alarm that closes all the doors and puts on a red light? No. I will not do that. Ever. Although, you know, it's possible. So maybe we should. But who knows? Alright, so the idea is we just build it out to, like, there, I guess. And then we're going to have 2 of them. That's right. So that goes there and there. We'll shove this guy in here for now. And then we'll do the same thing on the top. Although that looks ugly. Already I feel like this looks kind of ugly, you know? What do you guys think? Let me know. Alright, there we go. So let's say we've got that. What's this music? What is the music? Are we doing a narrow body or a wide body aircraft? Neither. Is the answer. So what does that mean? Who knows? Who knows? All right, so I'm just gonna copy and paste what we've got on the bottom onto the top, and we're gonna hope it looks okay. Is it going to? Who knows? All right, here we go. Shove that up there like that. Paste it in. Merge it together. Okay. So far, I don't like it, but that's okay, because I don't have to. Okay. Shove that up to there. Grab one of these. Shove it on there like that. Okay. Cool. Right. Make a bomb out of the plane. Maybe. More like a glider. Plot twist. We are not doing an aircraft. Imagine. Imagine if after all of this, we're not actually building a plane. This is a car. It's a car, guys. You've been commenting, build something way overkill. I know, Josh. I know. I know that's what you've been commenting. I've read it a bunch of times. Looks like a UAV. Well, we'll see what it looks like in the end. It won't look like this. I'm not gonna lie. What we've got so far is not what it's gonna look like. Okay. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and shove a bunch of things on here. We're gonna seal it all off so that it is, in fact, sealed. And then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do from here. Okay? Torpedo with wings? No. Although that's a cool idea. That is actually quite a cool idea. Right, we're gonna have the back be 3 blocks wide. Yes. Let's attach all that together. Delete these pieces because they're unnecessary. There we go. And then we just need to fix all this. I'd like to see an off-spray in career mode. Are these possible? They are. They are indeed. And it is something that I stay away from in career mode. I try and stay away from building VTOLs. At least recently, anyway. And the main reason for that is because once you've got a VTOL that can do everything, it can do everything. And then you don't need to build anything else, you know? It's kind of ugly, but I'll trust the process. Okay. Alright, high hopes there then. Very high hopes there. Alright, chuck all of these guys all together. Beautiful. And this is what we've got. Alright, what do you think? Will it fly? Who knows? Where's my dog? He's not in here. Tilt rotors are pretty hard, as someone who's never built one. I do have a few. There's a microcontroller on the workshop that makes it very easy. You did everything with a tugboat? That is true. That is very true. Remember to add windows. There's no... Well, there might be windows in this bit. There might be windows in this bit, but there might not be windows in this bit. You have a dog sitting next to you. Nice. Hi from Sweden. Hello. Hello, hello. I only know one Swedish word, and I'm not going to say it. Alright, so, I wanted to seal this off at the back a little bit better than what I'm going to do, but because this won't look right. That will most definitely not look right. But let's try it anyway. So shove that on there, shove this on here, and I guess we're just going to go ahead and put one of these in. Like that. Okay. So far, so weird. So far, very weird. There we go. So we got the step, like a seaplane, and we're doing okay, you know? Sorry if I do grammatical errors. I'm French. No problem with that, because if I was typing in French, I would get grammatical errors as well. I don't know what's a female and what's a male word. I have no idea. I live again. How's it going? Hi, techno stuff. Not too bad. Not too bad. You love my vids on AV Assembly. I have not played AV Assembly in a while. Maybe I should go back to that. Who knows? Right, okay. I'm gonna try my best to not get too distracted, but I do really want to talk to chat a lot, so we're gonna continue chatting. But we're also gonna continue attempting to build, even if it goes horribly wrong. Who knows? Alright, check that on there. I mean, so far, are we thinking that the thing looks really ugly, or do we think it's actually progressing? Let me know. A frantic build is not a frantic build if there is no adventure awaits in the background. Yeah, if this thing doesn't explode on our first journey, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I don't know. Longer planes are better for long flights, like gliders, to use less fuel. This is going to be quite a wide aircraft. If you guys haven't cottoned on to what we're building yet, there's going to be two of these. This is the pontoon, not the fuselage. But it's also kind of the fuselage. Yeah? He is a corgi poodle. You've got a corgi poodle! What in the world? A corgi poodle. I've got a... What's... Sparky is a Jaffy poo. The front looks unhappy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What sort of engines are you going to use? We'll have to figure that out eventually. That doesn't fit on there, does it? That doesn't fit on there. No. It doesn't. However, that's fine. Well, we're working things out as we go, guys. Work things out as we go. So if I chuck all that together, and I can delete this piece, and delete these pieces, and then maybe we can sort that out, but probably not. Let's be real. That's not gonna work. What I've got here is not gonna work, but it's what we've got, so there you go. Because we'll get another flat piece back here, which I suppose is fine, actually. We'll go with it. We'll go with it for now. There we go. Sure. Are you building an Icon seaplane? Because that's what it looks like. It's got... Nope. But good guess, actually. But no. 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 Building without actually having, like a picture of anything up is weird. But the plane that I'm building is not a real... It's not real. So, that's kind of interesting in itself. Whatever we end up with is what we end up with. I tabbed out for a second there because my music went weird, but... can I get it back? Wait, can you get what back? You lost your chatter rank. I have no idea how the chatter ranks work. I've never seen that before in my life. I haven't streamed very much on YouTube. I don't know whether you guys can tell. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go from here up to there. We're gonna build all this up, which looks stupid. And we're gonna attach that onto there. Alright, so far this is very blocky up here, but the rest of it looks okay. So we're gonna continue this backwards to there. We'll continue this backwards to the same point for now. And we'll attach all this together up here as well. Okay. From there, bosh. There we go. From here, bosh. And bosh. And bosh. There we go. Very, very weird looking and also horrible. I don't like it. Freestyling. Yeah. We're freestyling it. That looks really weird. I actually don't mind the way that it looks, though. Especially with what we're going to be doing with this thing. I don't mind that. Also, every time I stream, and every time I have streamed, I get a really itchy nose. What's the purpose of the plane? I think we're going to try and fly it to the Arctic. I think that's what we're going to attempt to do. This piece needs changing. 1, 2, there we go. Shove that on there. And that's weird. Very weird. Okay. Hey Maddie, sup? Hi, how you doing? Right, so, control surfaces. We're just going to go ahead and strap some of these on here really quick. We'll go with big ones or medium ones for now. 1 and 2. And we'll add a bunch of weight in the bottom just to see how this thing looks when it's floating. There we go. During winter, you get very bad bloody noses. Oh, that's interesting. Do I have a Discord server? Yes, I believe it's linked down below, but I could be wrong. I actually don't know what the description is on this stream. Don't know if you guys can tell. I was not prepared to stream at all. It floats. This bit actually floats. Okay. So, what do we do from there? Well, we need 2. We need 2 of these. Get rid of these bits on the side. We're going to copy and paste the entire thing. Here we go. All the way backwards to there. And all the way downwards to here. We're going to copy it. Although, we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to cut it. Paste it. And then we're going to build this out to the side a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to attach this on properly, but we'll have to figure that out. Are they too close together? That might actually be too close together already. Yeah, homesick, so the only reason you're alive at the... Oh. Wait, what? Why? What? Sorry, I think I've missed something you said, Techno. I'm sorry. Why did that just sink? Anyone? Anyone have any idea why that just did that? There's no holes. It's the left one when we spot. It's this one. Oh wait, hang on. No, there's no hole. I hate when stuff like this happens. I don't know. Connect them with blocks in between, it'll float? Weird. Okay, that's very strange. Thank you very much, Zach. Thank you. Okay, so we got our floaties. How are we going to attach these things together? And what is the aircraft actually going to look like? I don't know. I actually don't know. Wait, those are just the floaters? Yeah, these are just the floaties. Although, again, the plane isn't going to look how you expect it to look, I don't think. Because we're not going to build... Like, it's not a massive float plane. It's not what we're doing. I don't know. What is the purpose of the plane? To fly to the Arctic, I think. Possibly. Please speak in English, because I can't read German. S55 type guy. Kind of. Yes, kind of like the S50. That's the, Italian one? With the cockpit in the middle on the wing? I think. Hello, everyone. Hello. I expect another tugboat, to be honest. Is that what you think I'm building right now? Just another tugboat. Okay. So now I have to figure out in my brain how I want the fuselage to actually be. Also, I was thinking it might actually be kind of cool to be able to get into each of these. So whoever said add windows... I think it could be really cool to add windows into these. So, I'm going to do that now, which is a bit bizarre. But let's do it. So, let's do that. There we go. Every 2, we're going to add a window. That's actually not bad. Okay, let's do it. Windows. In black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And then on the interior bit, which is this bit over here, we won't go all the way across, because these still need to attach to each other. You're Dutch. Netherlands. Oh, I see. Hey, Frantic. Is it going to be a jet engine? Who knows? I have no idea. You have maybe more idea than me. Because I don't know what I'm building. Oh, you have the same amount of idea as me. Alright, there we go. So we got windows. Still don't know. Still don't know how I feel about it. Oh, that looks stupid. There's too many windows there. You missed 20 minutes? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Try engine props, maybe. Maybe. There's too many windows on there. You live in Austria sometimes. Wait, sometimes? What do you mean sometimes? You got 2 houses. Bougie. That's very bougie. Alright, we're gonna have less windows because I feel like that makes more sense. There we go. That looks a little bit less weird, I think. Okay. Mini subs. That is what they sort of look like at the minute. Okay. So, what if the back end wasn't quite like this? What if we did actually extend the back end further? A little bit. Yeah. Alright. And instead of it being, there, we'll have it back here. I think that looks pretty cool so far, actually. Yeah, we're gonna add, like, the tail back there. Instead of here. Okay. This is random. We're going as we go. Okay? Twin prop would be cool to see. That or center prop pushing. Ooh. Ooh. Well, the idea originally was to have a push-pull on top. Or maybe on the wings or something like that. I really like my push-pull and things. I love push-pull engines. So we'll have to figure that out. We have to figure things out. Your grandparents have 2 houses. One up here and one in Florida. Oh, nice. Push-pull sounds cool. They kind of look like fish. Thank you. Right, so I've got a question. Shall we attach these 2 together at the back and have one big elevator, or should we have 2 separate elevators and then 2 separate vertical stabilizers? I don't know. Don't forget to put heaters in. Thank you. You'll have to remind me later about that, to be honest. You will. Like a spoiler. Yeah, exactly. 1 like a spoiler, big elevator, 2. Oh, we've got a lot for connect them, big stabilizer. Alright, a lot of people have said 2. A lot of people have also said big stabilizer. Why? Why do I even ask questions? I know that I'm gonna get boggled. You know, you guys have just boggled me. How about we try both? 3? What do you mean 3? How do we do 3? What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? Alright, so let's say we extended this to be bigger, and we did this. Okay, fine. We've got a thing going on here. Although actually, if we use wing pieces... Oh, no, wait. There's a thing about wing pieces, isn't there? Oh, now they've added the arrow. I forgot about that. What just happened? What was that? What was that? Scapegoat, thank you very much for the $20. What in the world was that? You can tell it's been a long time since I've streamed. That scared me. That actually scared me. Watch your stuff all the time, bud. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you. You really don't have to donate, though. That scared me. Okay. Well, we're gonna continue and just pretend I didn't poop myself. And we'll go from there. Alright, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. When I stream, it scares me as well. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I didn't realize that I even had those turned on. I had no idea. That hasn't happened in ages. What do you stream? Escape. Your center wing pieces off center. Is it actually? This is a problem that I generally have in like videos and stuff like that. Everybody gets upset at me. You are very correct though. How do I do stuff like that? It happens all the time. I mess up royally all the time. Alright, that works. And then obviously we need control surfaces. I actually really like the idea of adding like a really big one. But I can't even spell control. But a really big one will not actually fit. Two really big ones will not fit. So we go with two medium ones? Although that looks kind of ugly, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe we should actually go with a large one. And then just do this. Just do this for the rest. There, oh, that's ugly. Oh, don't like it. Remember to add a heater to the battery. We are going to need a battery. We're going to need a heater, you're right. Are you building this seaplane off of something or no? No, this is literally just, random. Whatever comes out of this, you know? Okay, well, that looks alright, I suppose. You're currently streaming Minecraft for a charity? Play a lot of stuff like Drive Beyond Horizons. Only have 75,000 subs but growing. Only have 75,000 subs. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Why are you donating? Stop it. Well, I hope your stream for charity goes well. I hope so. Maybe a custom hinge. Wait, for what? For the elevator? Maybe. The plane looks off-centered. Two tiny ones on the side. You reckon we should add some extra pieces right here? Maybe. Yeah, we definitely should. Alright, where's that workbench gone? Yeah, for the elevator. A custom hinge would make... but we still end up with a similar problem. Because there still needs to be control surfaces there. If that makes sense. We could just add, like... What if I did this? This is gonna be even weirder. It's gonna be way weirder. And I don't know how to feel about it. But... let's say we did that instead. So it goes through here. And then we just add... well, I could do this. So that at least it gives it some leeway right there. And then we don't really have to have one on the bottom. But we kind of do. I could do that. That looks a bit weird to me. My eyes! What do you mean your eyes? What about your eyes? With how the hull looks, it's starting to remind me of the... yes, the S55. Yeah. It's a lot like that because of the two hulls. You're right. You're right. What am I doing here? So, maybe we poke this out the side like this. There we go. We shove those guys together. Whack that on there. Do this guy. Maybe pointing upwards. Who knows? And we'll do the same pointing upwards on this guy right here. Alright, spawner in. Let's see. First live since you made an aircraft carrier on wheels. When did I do that? When did I do that? You know, the amount of things I've built in Stormworks. Some of the weird stuff that I've built in the past is interesting. The aircraft carrier on wheels. I think I know what you're talking... no, was it an aircraft carrier? Now I have no idea. We should convince him to play Space Engineers. I can't play Space Engineers. I can't do it. I've loaded up that game. and Space Engineers 2 a good few times. I ended up refunding Space Engineers 2. How sad is that? Right, okay, so we've got the rear, sort of. Let's go ahead and build some little vertical stabilizers on here. And hope that it looks good. Alright, so we're just going to go in with this. There we go. We're going to go ahead and send it up. And instead of doing what we normally do, where we round things off, I think we're going to go with some straight pieces. Which is unusual for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and shove this into here. And this into here. And then have a little look at it. They might look tiny, though. They look so small. They look really small. I could put one in the center as well. Then the fact that it looks small isn't necessarily that much of an issue. They're tiny, though. Those are tiny. Space Engineers 2 needs some time in the oven before... Yeah, well, I haven't... To be fair, I haven't looked at Space Engineers 2 since it came out, to be fair. Like a big, fully white hull, a lot for wheel, green floor, crane for a small car. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Are you somehow involved in the development of Wobbly Life? No. I'm not. Does this have a purpose? Like mission specific? No. The idea was maybe we'd build something to fly up to the Arctic, so we'll see if we can do that, but in reality, no. It's sort of just a build that hopefully will be okay. Alright, so since they look so tiny and a bit weird, we're gonna go ahead and add this to here. There we go. Delete these guys, and we'll shove them on a little bit further. I'm not mirroring. Why does this happen to me? I'm never mirroring. Like, ever. But that looks better, right? Let's have a little look. We can actually see the comparison. Yeah, because that's too small. That's about... I still feel like that's too small. I get scales wrong all the time. Wait, just noticed. First stream in 8 months? I don't know. Is Sprocket still a thing on your channel? It is not. I say it's not. I would play Sprocket again. So maybe it will be eventually, I don't know. He's here to play games and pet cats, and his cat is asleep. I think we'll go with that version on this side, and then we'll actually go with one in the center as well. We'll do all of them. Play ships at sea. Let me Google that. Because I think I bought it and then I got rid of it. But I could be wrong. No, ships at sea is not the game I was thinking. Ships at sea is the game I played a long time ago, right? What's that game you guys were saying was like Stormworks but isn't Stormworks but is better looking than Stormworks? When is the next hardcore career mode video? Never. Never. Unless I start a new career mode, there's not gonna be one. Which is kind of upsetty spaghetti, I know. But, it's true. Very, very true. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and cut... No. Richard, what? Awesome stream, thank you so much. Maybe add a stabilizer in the middle. Alright, on it, boss. On it, boss man. Oh, it's not gonna be in the same... Oh, does it... Is it weird that it's not at the same height? Because it's not. It's not at the same height at all. Although I don't think I mind that. Took a super chat for him to notice? Wait, to notice what? I'm so confused. Fair enough. Do you need bigger verticals? Yeah. Are you planning on making a long career? I don't know what to do at the minute, if I'm honest. I would really like to do a series again, but I end up rushing at certain points, and also my brain is very much all over the place, so sticking with one project is very difficult for me. So we'll have to see. You know? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think a new series would be cool. Anyway, what do you guys think of that? So, it's a little bit too much in the water for my liking at the moment, but it looks okay. Hello, what kind of plane is this? I don't know. But once in every career mode, the tugboat will become a sub. Literally. Every single career mode. Wait, did they just add some new parts? No? What? What new parts? Right, we need to come up with a way to get from here, in the center, into each of these, which are going to be off to the sides. Which is so bizarre, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. But we need a way of getting into each of these. Oh, why do I keep doing this? From the middle. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, how many is this? That right there is 17. Well, it's going to have to be towards the front anyway, so let's delete 5 right there. We're going to delete those guys and these guys. And then we're going to have to add like a little walkway kind of thing that allows us to go from each pontoon to like a center thing. You know? You'd like to see a career with all the DLCs with no specific goal except to be like the richest. Well, I feel like that's sort of a problem for me. I feel like I actually need a goal. That's the problem with a lot of my career modes. There's never really a goal. And I think that's the problem. Each episode actually probably should have a goal in itself. Maybe that's where we need to start. So like episode 1, we need to build and fully complete our first starter boat or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really know. 2 engines mounted on the left and right wing, and an engine mounted above the middle wing. How about a multiplayer career? I can't do a multiplayer career. A lot of that is actually down to the fact that you can't build together. Because if you could build together, maybe I would actually consider doing a multiplayer career. But the fact that you can't, and a lot of the career mode revolves around building, it doesn't really work. I mean, it could. It could still work. But, yeah. Right, okay. So. I don't know where the middle thing should go. I have no idea. I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Stairs. Maybe I shouldn't use actual stairs. Maybe we should actually just use these to get from one side to the other. I don't know. Looks like a ground effect plane. It does actually a little bit, doesn't it? Like an Ekranoplan. Ekranoplan. Okay. We're gonna continue with whatever we've got going on here. And I'm just gonna do this. Okay. We'll attach them together like this in the center, sort of. And then obviously we need a floor in there. Oh, this is weird. This feels so weird. Can you collaborate with Komodo Gaming, Spycakes, or Beautiful Obi? The only person I've actually ever played with in that group is Komodo. And, I haven't played with Komodo in ages. Neo, hi. How you doing? Central propeller. I'm struggling with how I'm gonna do this bit. I think this bit should actually be wider. So maybe we actually, instead of building it here at the back, we build it further back here to join them together. So actually, let's delete like another few blocks this way. Maybe? Who knows? And then we'll just copy and paste this bit back over. And hope for the best. No, cut it. Yes, there we go. Paste that in right there. I guess. Attach all these guys to each other. Merge that with that. There we go. Touch these guys together too? I don't know. It literally scares me every single time. Is it as loud for you as it is for me? Because that's so loud. Thank you very much, Neo. I appreciate it. What in the world? It's so loud. Every single time. It gets me. It gets me every time. Alright, what am I doing? I need to learn to just continue with building. I can't do it. I struggle like crazy. Alright, let's just fill in this little bit. That's ugly. Put that bit there and there. There we go. Very good. Fill in these little pieces there and there. Why? You don't need to give me money. I want to swear, but I shouldn't. Thank you. Again, Techno. You really don't need to give me money. But I appreciate it, but what? What? You stop the stream now. It feels weird. Is getting super chats normal for you? No. It's not. I find it very awkward receiving money. And I don't know why, because it is sort of my job, but no. I don't know. It feels weird. But thank you, Techno. And the answer to your question, is there any games you're looking forward to playing on your channel? Or off is... No, actually, at the minute. I haven't really been looking into games very much recently. And in fact, the games just fall into my lap when I start playing them, if that makes sense. I don't generally go out and look for a game to play, and I sort of don't really get excited an awful lot. But yeah, I don't know. Simple Planes 2 next year. Simple Planes 2 does come out soon. Next year. I didn't play the demo, though. I wasn't actually interested enough in Simple Planes 2. It's because Simple Planes has got very not simple. I don't know if I like that. You know? You building an armored catamaran? Got any advice? Not really. Sorry. No advice here. Your head hurts right now. How come? Why does your head hurt? If I build this out... Oh my... I'm struggling. Techno, if you want me to give you that money back, I will. It's too much. Yeah. Because you hit your head off the roof. What were you doing on the roof? If you have a VR headset, you'd recommend VTOL VR. I do, but I'm gonna be completely honest about VR. I bought a Vive years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but the amount of hours I've got using VR has got to be less than like 50. I'm just too lazy to use it. I've still got the sensors up in the corners of my office, and you know? This is gonna get complicated, but you could have angled propellers in the center angle towards the episodes. That is true. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm struggling with my brain. You could do a multiplayer career mode where the first person to hit a certain goal wins. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. What am I doing here? So we're going to need to increase the height of this because at the minute sitting in here is not going to be big enough. If I got a seat and I shoved that in there though, let's say this is where we controlled it from. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's a problem. What if we add that to there? This is so weird looking. Maybe angle them up more. Where is the engine gonna go? Possibly on the top. Build battles or something like that. Build battles would be interesting, but it's finding the people to build battle against, and also, I'm not very good at building. And also, the last time I did a build battle sort of thing, everybody took forever. And it was awful. It was awful. It didn't work very well. At all. Not to say that would happen every time, but I don't know. Right, hang on. Let's sort this out. Let's continue working on this. We'll try and get to a point where we're actually happy with it, and we'll go from there. So that goes in there like that. I'm gonna seal off this bit right here. Seal off this little bit right here. And then I need to somehow seal off the back edge of this, and I don't know how. In real life. Wait, I didn't see what you said. You could be like me and have 30 years in flying simulators, but don't have any licenses. Yeah, I don't know. Dome keeper? Dome. No? I don't think so. 6 hours later. 6 hours later. How do you gonna see out the aircraft? I don't know. These are the questions we need the answers to, and I don't have them. I do not have those answers. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shove this across here like this. This bit in the center will be deleted, and this bit right here will be deleted, and then we need to come up with some sort of... Oh, that is ugly. Oh, what have I built? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I hate it. I don't like it. That looks better than the other thing did. Looks like a UFO. It does a bit. The problem is, this has to be chunky. It has to be chunky. I could make like a normal aircraft nose here and actually have it be in some sort of like actual proper cockpit. But I don't know. My music stopped. My music started. Camera. Yeah, we could see out of it with the camera if we wanted. Well, we'll figure this out. We're gonna figure it out together. Hang on. Put this back. No. No. Yes? No? I don't know. I'd love to know what I'm doing. Right, here we go. Check that all the way up to there. We'll sort this bit out soon. But for now, just do this. Delete all of these extra little bits. Whack those into there. And I'm gonna shove this piece on here like this. Okay. Get rid of that for now. Fix all that in there. Shove this guy in here. Do this from there to there. Spawn her in. Let's see what it looks like. Horrible. Yes, yes, no, no. That's a Normandy bunker. Wow. Wow. The rest of the aircraft looks pretty cool, but attaching them together in the center with enough room to actually walk through, that ain't it. Unless it was flat. Unless it was flat. The extra bumps and stuff like that really do make it look worse. Wait, is Neo still here? How are you doing, Neo? I don't know if I asked. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's try and build it in sort of flat to begin with. And then go from there. But even that is weird, like. Don't forget windows. There will be windows. Third fuselage with a push prop in the middle. Joke so bad, chat died. Wait, what happened? What's your favorite build? My favorite build, what, that I've ever built? Let me show you guys a build that I actually really like, but I never ever completed. So let's save this as some sort of where we can search it back in if we ever need to. And I'll show you. This is one of my favorite builds that I've sort of built ever. But it never got finished, and it never will. Because that's who I am. I never finish my builds. But I think this is really cool. Did I hear no new career mode episode? Did something happen? Last I heard, the end of 55, you're planning a rocket helicopter or a sub hunt. Yep. My files got corrupted because my computer was having some serious issues. But I fixed my computer now. The last save I have in the career mode save is somewhere in the train. Somewhere? I can't work out where I am. I've just tabbed out by accident. Oops. There we go, we're back. Am I accidentally recording this? I hope not. Yeah, so this is I like this build. But it was never completed. It has a diving bell, so you can go underneath the water. I don't blame you for dropping after that. Yeah, the problem is I should have had a backup that was more recent. Because I did have a backup, it's just not recent enough. And it has happened before. So I really should learn from past experience, but it is what it is. Unfortunately. We know. Right, okay. Anyway. That's one of the builds that I really like. But I have tried to build a bunch of supply ships in the past, as you probably know. Right, get rid of this. Go back to our build. Do you still have all the boats and planes from Seek and Destroy? I've got a lot of my saves, but none of them are really named very well. There's a lot of random builds in here. There's loads. Check Discord real quick. One sec. Yeah, I understand the vision. That's what I was thinking I might do, but I don't know. I kind of want it to be flat. Do you guys remember the this car, by the way? I actually really liked this scout car. It was really fun to use. This thing destroyed a tank. Was good. Truck, red truck. I remember that. Right. Yeah, that's the other option. We could actually just have the fuselage on one side be for the cockpit, and the other side be for other stuff. You're right. Oh my. There we go. Okay. Like the fox in War Thunder. Yes, exactly. That's what that was designed about. Or from. Or with in mind. I don't know. Words. Right, I'm going to delete a bunch of this. And I'm going to have a little bit more weight towards the front edge. Like this. We'll do a cross. And we'll do that. This is going to be too much weight, but let's see what happens. A rat. Yeah. That's what it is. Landing that would suck if you piloted off-center. There are a few aircraft in real life like that, though. You know? Love the work you're doing on the farm channel. Excited to see the new series. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. If anybody wants to see farming simulator videos, by the way, I do have a farming simulator channel that I upload on actually somewhat regularly. Thank you for mentioning that, Rob. It's called Frantic Farm. So if you want to watch that, go check it out. Anyway, what am I doing? I don't know. What was suggested by Techno was that we actually extend this out forwards and we build a fuselage with a pokey nose, essentially. So we could attempt it. Let's do this. If I attach this guy onto here, there we go. This guy onto here. That's too small. So we do one bigger. One bigger, please. Hold on. There we go. Shove that in there. Where are the mods? Stretch the center of the middle of the plane into the cockpit. What? Can you build zeppelins in Stormworks? You can. You just have to utilize like a glitch to do it. But yes, you can. Right. What do we think of this then? Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing? Maybe we'll actually stretch this out underneath as well. And then maybe we could do this going back over. And have it poke out the front. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's shove that on there. No, actually, I wanted it to be more pointy. So we would end up actually doing these guys. Or these guys. Okay. Bear with me, okay? We are getting to the point where we might actually have a cockpit on the front of this. A cockpit that looks bizarre. But might work. No, I don't like it. I don't like it! You accidentally built an airship last week. It was meant to be a flatbed with another vehicle, but yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how that works sometimes, isn't it? Looks like something out of Star Wars. It does now. Yeah. Right. Get rid of this. Get out of here. How tall does this bit actually need to be? Is a good question. Because if it doesn't have to be that tall, which it doesn't, then we'll be fine. So actually, it only needs to be 3 tall. So delete one of these. And delete all of that. Shove this on here like this. How tall is this bit? It's too tall. A hatch would help for size. Well, a hatch is only 3 blocks. So... you need to add a tail, or rear pontoons, keep sinking into the water. That'll be fine, though. That's not an issue. We'll be okay there. Okay. Delete these. And maybe do this. And this? That's silly. That's silly looking. I hate when I'm streaming and I get to points like this. If I wasn't streaming, I'd maybe be able to sort this out better, but... my brain can't function when I'm streaming. I swear. Right, idea. We ignore everything. And we just build a round front edge into here. Like this. There we go. Shove that into there. Delete this guy and shove... There is actually no piece that fits there, unfortunately. But sure. We're then going to delete these guys. Chuck that in. Chuck that right there as well. And then one of these, which does fit there. And then maybe we just fill this bit in and chuck one of these guys right here, like this. There we go. So this goes across here. This goes across here. We have a rounded front edge. Okay. Not looking too shabby now. That looks better. Yo, trick question. How many of your mods can you name? None of them. What do you mean? Mods where? There are no mods here. Bigger and longer for the cockpit. Is this a twin hull seaplane? Yes, it is. Frantic. Yep, that's right. I think the 3 tails might be too many. I like it. I think the 3 tails looks alright. The 3 tails will look better once there's an actual wing. You mean like Bacon or Ari? Yeah. Those two. There you go. Sorted. And Seb. And Nova. And Fireman. And you the one that hired them? Not really. No. Right, okay, so, I'm just gonna go ahead and take what we've got on the front and shove it straight on the back end. Also, they're not hired. Like, I don't pay anyone. The mods don't get paid. Just as, just to make sure you know that. Right, hold on. Copy this. Turn it around. Shove it on here. Alright, I think we're gonna go with this. I think we're just gonna go with it. So we should be able to technically just walk through there now. And that should be okay. I think. Okay. Right. Build that up there, shove that on. And then the floor in here is going to go at this height, I guess. Alright. Let's get ourselves a hatch really quickly. And we'll shove it directly on top of here. So that we can get in. And then once we can get in, I'm actually going to shove it on there this way around. I think. Oh. Hold on. And then we're going to go check it out. We're actually going to go inside. Have you ever played with some of your viewers before? A very long time ago. It was a very, very long time ago. Alright, so the floor needs to go lower than that, clearly, because that's way too high. But we can actually make our way through the center to the other side. It works! We're doing it! Okay. Richard, please don't spam it. Yo, what's up, Frantic? Been a fan for a long time. Never dropped into a stream, though. Well, hello. How are you doing? How are ya? Right, so... just use ladders. Ladders can get glitchy and I don't like the idea of it. I don't want to do it. Okay, so... we're gonna lower this down by 1. And possibly 2. There we go. And... then the floor can go below this. So fill this bit in. Alright, very good. Go from here, across. It's all sealed off anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Also, before anyone asks me to use wedges, I don't want to. So, there we go. Okay. We're then just going to whack that on there, whack this on here. We'll have some sort of weird room going on at the back. Oh, should we do it that way? I don't know. I'm just going to... I'm going to seal that bit off. That's fine. And I'm going to do this on the floor right here. And then we'll figure out the rest of that after. This bit on the floor we'll seal. Okay. I don't know. Use stairs. Looks great. How is this a bloody plane? It'll have wings. We'll eventually have some wings, don't worry. Sorry, I just wanted you to see it. Fair enough. I mean, I did see it. A cockpit in the middle, yeah. I think I've got an idea for the cockpit now, so we might still be able to do it. Maybe make the cockpit like the side pontoons. But a bit smaller in front of the... yeah. Let's just add it to the top for now. Alright, so if we go to Windows... let's say... and we get out... oh, a diamond window. It's very rare that I actually use these windows. But it could work here. Right, so let's say we add those to there. We had one of these in the middle. And we just shove, like, this piece on the side, but with a corner. Yeah? Like that. Yeah. No, I like that. Hello from Germany. Hello. Hello there. Alright, so we're gonna need a roof on this, obviously. But I think this will be fine for a cockpit. Just put it there, in the middle. We could even actually have it be an exterior cockpit, which would be so weird and extremely chilly. But it is possible. It's actually very possible. Yeah. I actually weirdly like the idea of it. Okay. Let's sort this bit out. We'll actually get rid of this. We'll put an actual floor in there. We'll shove this guy into here like this. So you can get up into here. This being external would be weird, but kind of cool. We can get rid of that. We can extend it back over a bit. So we can use this area for some stuff. Yeah. The back of the cockpit could stretch back into a point. Well, the idea was maybe we actually put just a propeller there, but don't think I want to do that. Window. Give me a window. Shove it on there. Spawner in. Let's have a look. Yes. Okay. Right. This is going to be really unstable, right? No? This will be good. This will be a good aircraft. Bring out the kitty, please. Who wants to see a kitten? She is like 4 months old now. Peak Arctic plane with no roof. Yeah, I know, right? Nice, she's a floater. Yeah, it does float. I just realized you didn't have engines on yet. I mean, the fact that I don't have engines on is probably the least of our worries. This is a plane and it doesn't have any wings. You want to see the kitten? Right, hang on. Let me go get her. Oh, do you want to see the big cat first? The chunky one? Hang on. There's Jimmy. He's big. He's a big boy. Right, now let me go get the other one. Alright, she's scratching me a bit. Ah! There you go. How to control a cat. She's a bit scratchy. She's tiny. And that's a dog. A long cat. Wing going on top of the cockpit. Yeah, I think we will do that. I think there will be a wing there. I should probably put her back, but she can run around the house for a bit. Yeah, so there's a kitten. Okay. Will there be interiors in the pontoons? Who knows? Imagine not being allergic to cats. My sister's allergic to cats. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. Her food is in a box in my office. And she's found it. So that's good. Right. I got on YouTube. Let's see what pops up. Well, hello. Hello there. Should we see what this looks like in the air, and then maybe we can go from there. Let's just put it in the sky real quick. Oh, trying to find this place. I don't know where it'll be. I can't remember whereabouts on this list it is. Oh, you guys can't even see this, can you? You guys can't see this. I'm in the mission editor, looking for where we are, but I can't find it. I can never find it. Unless it's one of the first ones. No, I actually can't remember. This is bad. We see blue. I'm blue. Just blue. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. So whenever you're recording Stormworks, if you go into the mission editor, it shows up blue on screen. And then once we're in game, well, once I'm in the mission editor, actually in the game a bit, it's all dark, and I don't know why. I can't find it. Oh, found it. Found it. Oh, she's back. Oh, she's gone. Okay, so yeah, now you can see it, but it's dark. How weird's that? One engine will not be enough. But what if it is? Alright. Static. Here we go. So there it is in the water. There it is in the sky. That looks so weird so far, doesn't it? That looks very strange. Flying plane. Should build the mighty BV-238. Endoskull has built a very good one of those. Like a litter box shovel. Thank you. Thank you for that. You're right. But why have you put that in my head? Unbelievable. Extend the cockpit back. Put the engines on the back of it. Ow! She's just stabbing me. Yeah. Can you see that? You can't see that. It's popping in and out. She's leaving. Streaming games is hard to figure out. Lots to figure. So complicated for this guy. It's a problem. It's a problem. Uh-oh, she's found the things. Right, okay. Right, what am I doing? We need to add wings. How are we gonna do the wings? She's British. She's stabbing. Very British cat. Nice. Oh, man. She sliced me. Anyway. Rocket. Rocket boosters! You wouldn't have thought that we'd be adding rocket boosters to an aircraft like this, but we are. So the idea is, we actually have, yeah, we put the wings above this. But how? Bottle of water? Yeah, the cat says bottle of water. You got a bottle of water? Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. How high should the wing be above these? Oh, that looks silly. That looks silly! Look, it's got a roof now. They're not going to be that cold in the Arctic because there's a roof. There's a ceiling. Do. Table on the plane. Yeah, we're just shoving a table on the aircraft. That's what we've done. Yeah, no, thank you. I might need to put the kitten away now because otherwise she might actually turn off my computer midstream. And I wouldn't put it past her. She definitely is capable of that. See, so the idea could be that we add wings like this, for example. They would be more angled than this, actually, but... hang on. Let's say we've got the wing to here. Right. And then we maybe shove these guys on there like that real quick. But that's not how I want it to look. Ugh. Ugh. Right, but anyway, we do something along the lines of this. But they will have to be extended further out than that, because that's not good enough. If you put the wing there, you would have a better view. Wait, where? Are you planning on making another military ground vehicle? See, I should. But I don't know. I don't know. What was the last military ground... Oh, the dog's in here now. What was the last military ground vehicle I actually made? I'm unsure. Okay. Right, we got a few options here. So the wing could go up here, or we can try and build the wing coming off the fuselage and going in the air? But that brings its own problems. And the problem is that the wing will be in the water. And if we put the wing in the water, then that could be bad. It must have a bad field of view. Yeah. Didn't you make the Challenger 2 type MBT a while ago? I made an MBT. Keep the wing up there. I'm reminding you to put in heaters. Right, okay, thank you. We will try and remember that. Right, hang on. How about we try... Let's test this real quick. Let's see what this looks like. I might actually have to look at some aircraft and see where they would sort of have their wings. 'Cause I don't know. Because one of the ideas could be to actually just have the wings come off of here and maybe angle slightly upwards. And if they angled slightly upwards, maybe that would look kind of cool. But I don't know. She's attacking the chair behind me. Hi, Frantic, are you planning on making a career? No, I'm not doing anything with space. Sorry. The space DLC thing is just not for me. It really isn't. I don't like it. That looks weird. Good. But maybe if we angled it upwards, then that wouldn't look too bad. That looks strange. The YB-49 flying boat. Kinda. Do you think it looked better on top? Use your passageway, extend it, and use it as a wing. You mean the bit in the middle? It looks like sharks holding hands. Very true, yeah, that does look like two sharks holding hands. Right, okay. Delete, delete, delete. Get rid of all this junk. I don't know, I'm struggling, guys. I am struggling. Alright, what if we built some sort of wing in the center? Right? Some chunky wing. It's gonna be a big chunky boy. If I put that there, we can actually attach this to here and zoom it across. What do you want? Alright. Then we can go ahead and do this. Back to here. We can whack it down like that. Shove another one of these guys up here, so it is actually wing-shaped now. Sort of. My other cat, right, the big chunky cat over there, is staring at the kitten like, what are you doing? He would definitely do this when he was a kitten. She's just flying all over the place now. Was it Alvin? Alvin, I blame you. I blame you. You're currently building an engine room on your Swedish minesweeper. Interesting. Hey, just joined the stream? What kind of plane are you making? No idea. But welcome. The cat, man. The cat. It's just flying about. If I angled it that much, would it look really, really weird? Probably, right? And then I would actually have to get rid of the main wing like this. Sort of. And then obviously we'd just do that kind of thing. And then we'd build all the rest of it in. But I don't know how that looks. It feels really weird. Had a cat once, had it for 2 weeks, then it was too much. Well, we have had one cat for about 5 years, but the other cat we've had for like 2 months. And she is all over. She's sat on the radiator now. Keep the main wing shape. Keep the main wing shape. Is that about right? It's not, is it? Too angled? I agree. Too angled. Boop. And boop. There we go. Because what we actually want is something more like this. Right? But then even then, that looks strange. Make straight wings? Oh, I hate straight wings. I just don't like the way they look. But it's definitely possible. Do a modded workbench, that is the other option. I mean, to be fair, the straight wings, I think, do actually sort of work. That does sort of work. And then if the wings got skinnier towards the end, maybe? Oh, I don't know. The A400 props still in the game? I haven't looked at the wings in ages. Right, hang on. Doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks bad in the editor, but it doesn't look too bad in game. Yeah, there we go. Looks better. Right, okay, let's have a little look at this in the sky then, because we can. And then maybe when it's above us, maybe we'll be able to decide whether we actually like it a lot or not. Answer is not, I think. Alright, let's get rid of this snow real quick. So we can actually see what's going on. Oh, it looks weird. It looks really weird. Does the wing need to be bigger, maybe? What I could do is have the wing extend backwards a little bit. and have the triangle sort of aim forwards. Have fun, we'll check back later, work and stuff. Okie doke. See you later, Cabango. It will be longer as well, but I think I need to... You know what I mean? Need to do that. I think either it needs to be all the way chunkier, or just every so often a little bit chunkier. So, if we started in the center, we'd actually do it by quite a few. But we'd have to do it loads, wouldn't we? So that would have to go like that. Don't know how I feel about that. Alright, and then the next step would be to take out these guys, for example, and do this. And then it would go to that one, and then it would look better that way. Or would it? You know what I mean? Like, that adds a little bit of detail, but... I don't know. Does it need to go further back than that, maybe? Probably. Let's do that. Alright. Here we go. Slowly but surely. We're making it go further back. There we go. Then we just do this. And then... we can extend it out to the sides, and that would look better. Longer wings. Okay. I wish you guys seen that. The kitten was just doing pull-ups. Like, proper full-on pull-ups. Weird. Right, okay, yeah, so, wingspan. Yeah, you guys are right. Grab the cam. That is a good point. I could have just moved the camera. I'm gonna put it on a pivot. And we're just gonna have it angled down. There we go. Alright, go to the other side. Whack it there. I've put them in two different places because I'm smart like that. Alright, cut it. Move it over one. Paste. Oh, I've just tabbed out. I hate when this happens. I accidentally tab out. Kittens are surprisingly strong. I mean, for their own, like, what they weigh, they are insanely strong. Oh! It just attacked me! It literally just attacked me. I didn't actually connect it, did I? Kitty aggression, yeah. She just jumped up from the floor and stabbed me in the side. Unbelievable. Bam! Big ol' wings! That actually looks pretty cool to me. What's the cat's name? Her name is Smudge. She's called Smudge. And she's sprinting all over the place. And now she's eating polystyrene. Because, you know, why wouldn't she? I'm back! Welcome back! Right, okay, so save this as this. There we go. We're then gonna shove that in the air, and we're gonna look and see what it looks like. And then cry about it. Round off the tips. Yeah, we probably will. Alright, there she is! Yeah, okay, I think that wing fits, right? What do you think? So when we go inside now, we'll not be able to see very much from here, will we? Alright, go outside. This is the cockpit. Oh, it's kind of sick, though. Like, I do feel like that's kind of cool. Yeah, no, I'm down with this. I am very much down with this. Okay. Let me get some music for you. I don't know what music this is, but it's coming on. Okay, so we've got that. Now, let's go ahead and... You want the angle... You want the wings angled a little bit. We could do. So if I set it to 0.9 instead. There you go. Do we like that? Do we not like that? I don't know. Maybe. Right, okay. Fortunately, we actually have loads of room. Okay, so that can go on there. This can go on here and here. We can then sort out this edge with these pieces. Because we can do this. There we go. We can attach those guys together. 1 and 2. This guy? Is that correct? There we go. Zoom that across there. We can then attach that onto there. It's not going to fit together on this edge, but that's okay. That guy goes there. We'll connect this one across. This goes across here like this. And boop. There we go. We've done it. That was loud too. James, welcome back. Long time since I've seen you, James. How's the trains? How's the trains? Alright, these are all fixed in place anyway, so we're good. Spawn. Just attacking my... Oh, she's just attacking my my cable. Whoa, now we're a bit wobbly. By the way, your kitten is the kitten of destruction. She will turn the stream off very soon. She's on top of my computer. Oh my goodness. Hello. You like nukes and cats. Nice. What do we think then? So it's angled upwards now. We've got rounded edges on the edge of the wings. We haven't got any engines yet. And I'm kind of dreading it. Stream ending. Reason cats. Good to see you live again. Hello. Hello. I wish I could live stream more. My brain just doesn't allow me to do it. It's really annoying. Right, let's go down and in here. How is the family, James? Trains are good? Nice. What is this song? How's you and Charlotte? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, and Charlotte is doing pretty good too. She's gonna start a course soon, which is nice. That she's wanted to do for a while. Okay. This isn't the song I thought it was. Enclose the cockpit. Never. This cockpit is staying open. Please say you can hear that. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that? There's an ice cream van outside. It's December. It's the 10th of December. We've had no ice cream vans on our estate all summer. Nothing. It's been here twice in December. Once when it had just snowed. That's bizarre. They still exist? Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, that's a good point too. You need nav lights. I don't even have an engine yet. So nav lights would be good, but I think we need an engine before we need to focus on nav lights. Just a little bit, you know? Are you sure you're not in Canada? Wait, why would I be in Canada? I thought you were going after the 60s. What? Hello there, Frantic. Hello. Like in Germany, there are like 2 or 3 ice cream mans. Interesting. In December? Like, why are they coming out in December? Why is this happening? Alright, can I even get inside this way? I can, okay. And we can get inside this way too. Alright. Alright, we're doing good. Are you planning on doing a push prop? Both. I was planning on doing a push pull, but I don't know right now. Also, how am I supposed to paint this? What color paint should we go for? I do have Frantic Red, but I don't know whereabouts to paint it is the problem. Like, do I just blast it all over and just hope for the best? I don't really know. Ow! Ow! Who made me get the kitten out of her room? Just keep stabbing me. I think painting things red sometimes just makes them look so ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sometimes it looks so bad. We'll try and figure out whether this does look bad in the end, but for now, I'm thinking it looks bad. But we'll paint, we'll paint it all. Sort of, I guess. And then we'll hope for the best. Frantic, I got a question. Shoot. What is your question? What is your question, Squire? I can't paint those. Navy blue. Put fuel in the wings. Yeah, we could put fuel in the wings. Alright, I did just ask you to ask you a question, but I'm not gonna lie. I will forget that you wanted to ask a question. And I will forget who asked the question, and now I'm lost. So you have ice cream motorbikes. What? Where do you live? Ice cream motorbikes? What planet are you on? Sorry, it was me. Oh, the kitten. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was you. All right, banned. Mods, ban him. Oh, you're lucky, Alvin. There's no mods here. Because no one knew I was going to stream. Literally no one. Why am I painting the bottom red as well? I don't know. Why have I done this? Because I could have just swapped white for red. And that would have done the same job, just way quicker. Ugh. Alright. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks very much like it's from a cartoon now, doesn't it? You're right. Paint that a little bit right there, because we forgot, but every other bit is painted. If I delete this, we grab this color, I should be able to paint that. Yes. And then put that back. Delete that. Paint this thing. And put that back. And there we go. We have ourselves an aircraft. What era is the plane? Doesn't really have an era. I was just going for a twin fuselage seaplane. And that's what we've got. Make it a VTOL. This thing does not suit being a VTOL. Can you extend the cockpit back and put the engine on the back of it? I was thinking the engine might actually be even higher than what we've already got. You can't find an ice cream truck even if you try because it's impossible. Interesting. Very interesting. Bottom grey plus a yellow line. Ooh. Do you like puppies? I'm the one with the question. Yes, I love puppies, yeah. Although, we got our dog when he was 6, I think. Because our dog right now is a rescue. And he's awesome. He's such a good dog. They never appear in my town. Interesting. So, how high? The engine is gonna go... up here. Like up here somewhere. And I'm probably gonna have to angle it. Ice cream trucks don't exist where you live? Motorbike vendors are common in your country? Oh yeah, what country was that? Longest Frantic stream is 2 hours and 58 minutes. That's not actually true. You want to know why? Because I flew all the way to America from London in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Vietnam. Oh, okay, it makes sense in Vietnam. And I think that flight takes 8 hours. Which is stupid. Just as a side note, trying to fly from the UK to America in Microsoft Flight Simulator in one stream, that was dumb. You live in Kenya? Oh yeah, I forgot about that stream. It did really well. You live in Maine, USA. Nice. Okay, so the problem with having an engine mounted directly on top of your aircraft like this is... hang on, let me put this here. The problem with it is that the angle that it pitches at will always push you into the water. You know? And that's bad. So there you go. What era is this plane? Again, it doesn't really have an era. I don't know. Queensland, Australia. Nice. I don't know where my Australian family live. That's pretty bad, isn't it? I've got cousins and aunties and uncles in Australia. Well, okay, so you guys wanted turboprops. Will one jet engine be able to boost this thing into the sky? How are you going to reach the engine to fix it? Why would it need fixing? What are your plans with the Hardcore Career Mode series? If that you'd continue... Do you plan on making a new one? Let's do a thing. Hang on. I swear there's a way of doing this. A poll. Here we go. Should I start a new career mode? Yes, no. Start. I think it automatically put yes, no in, but... Oh yeah, it did. Nice! You're from Alaska. Ooh, that's cool. What part of Alaska? I will tell you now. Yes. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? Flying the Panama Canal was 6 hours and 20 minutes. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, I flew the Panama Canal. Why put the engine so high? Because it's gonna have propellers on it and other issues that may arise. We'll see what that even means in a second. So compressor goes on there. Combustion chamber next. Then this on the back. But I'm actually gonna put that on like this. And that's okay. Alright, so far so good. What we're then gonna do is build around this. Sometimes, like, I'm not listening to the music whatsoever, and then all of a sudden, I catch whatever's going on. I don't know what this playlist is, but we got something going on. Do I watch Has Been Hotel? I don't know what that is. Sorry, buddy. Right, okay. Pipe. So if we send one pipe forwards, one pipe backwards, then we're good. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Whack that all the way at the front. Whack this all the way at the back. The back one can actually go straight down here. That's actually fine. So let's go ahead and do that. This goes down. There's a kitten on me. Right here. She's leaving again. Where are you going? She's licking me. Yeah. What am I doing? So that goes on there like that. There we go. We then need to just make everything look nice, and then the propeller can go on the back of that. Now, I kind of like the idea of making this kind of point. She's drinking my tea! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That goes there. Propeller goes on the back. Alright, so we're going to go with propeller end light. Shove that on there. She's back. Blade length massive. And then we got to do the same thing pretty much on the front. So, grab this, there we go. You've got to leave a space in front of this, otherwise you will break it and it won't work. She's on my shoulder again somehow. Okay. She's on the desk again. This is unbelievable. Right, so... we shove that there we go, good. We go ahead and zoom this forwards. And then another propeller will go on there like this. Can you guys hear that this time? When I do my videos and streams, you have your own playlist. That's fair. Let's do 4 blades on both. Alright, what does that even look like? How high is that? Yeah, pretty high. We need it a little bit lower. The jankiest turboprop. Yep. What do you expect from me, you know? Cut this. We'll actually move it down quite a bit. We'll have it actually pretty close down there. Delete these guys real quick. Alright, paste that there. Merge this with this. Okay. I think it's then gonna have to have a... Hang on. If I do this real quick, connect that guy to there. Unfortunately, most of it's copyrighted. Yeah, none of mine is. Well, that's not necessarily true. Like that. There we go. Yes. So it's angled upwards. Okay. So far, so good. That looks weird. Yep. Pretty weird. A400 propellers? They're going to be too big, I think. Prop. Wait, do they not have them? I can't remember. No, we'll leave it as is. We'll leave it as is for now. What I'm going to do really quickly is add a hose onto here. There we go. We're going to add a hose into here like this. And I'm just going to shove that on there. Inside the wing, we're going to add a pipe. Like this. And then a fluid connector as well. There we go. So the fluid connector goes there. We're then going to add a spawner in here. And we'll add a meter in here as well. Obviously, this does mean that the fuel is above. So everything is a little bit heavier above. But that's okay. Should be fine. Okay, let's get a seat really quickly. Shove that down here. It's actually going to go a little bit higher. There we go. One can start the engine, and up and down can throttle it up for now. Yep. We then need a -1 number. What is this playlist? Alright, there we go. We'll shove this number back here. Shove it there. And essentially this number has to be -1 so that the propeller on the back actually pushes us instead of pulls us. Alright, there. What are you doing? Leave me alone! Leave me alone! She's attacking me. I read that as Eggman somehow. Wait, you read what as Eggman? Are you Eggman? Alright, I'm not gonna... I won't have any control over the rest of the aircraft. Unless I... Unless I do. WNS is for this, and then we'll actually put A and D on these guys for now, although that's not really how this works. Although it could be. Let's just see what happens. Yuri Komodo, my favorite YouTubers. Thank you. Oh, the fuel isn't connected. It's fine. Alright, so we've angled that upwards. It's not touching there. It's definitely not touching at the other end. So now we jump off. We go underneath. Press 1. See how even though it's angled, it's still got an issue? That's crazy. Does it have enough lift? Well, lift in Stormworks is a bit interesting, isn't it? It's not really lift, is the thing. Lift in Stormworks, I don't know. Stormworks is so weird. Do. Oopsie! Oopsie poopsie! Weight too far front? Yeah, we could actually sort the weight out as well. Alright. Alright. The big cat is currently attacking the little cat, sort of. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That is much more of a steep angle than I ever thought I would do on this. I'm not gonna lie. Do. Live stream 2, building a target. One sec. The cats have knocked over the food and they're eating it. Alright, what we got going on here? Still wants to dive, doesn't it? Still wants to dive. Yeah, that's a problem. Why isn't it making any noise? Why isn't it making any noise? Hi Frantic, I'm back. What did I miss? You missed nothing. Well, actually, no, you missed, we flew around all over the place. We went all the way to the Arctic and back. That's it, pretty much. That's all you missed. This cat must be so hungry. she's on top of the oh my goodness. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah. It's so off-putting, actually, not being able to hear the game. It's an issue with tabbing out? Is it? I've never had this issue. Do 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 do. Right, let's paint this. Where else needed painting? Like, when we flipped over this, there's some stuff needed... Oh, it's this bit. This bit needs painting. There we go. Okay. Is that everything sorted then? Oh, and this bit right here. Aha! There we go. Right, let's save this. Over that. There we go. I could try... and move... this backwards a little bit, but we can't move it backwards by too far. Actually, we sort of can. We sort of can, because reasons. We can because of reasons. Alright. I don't have to do anything else there, do I? No? Maybe? I think the rear-facing prop is pushing the plane down. Oh, look at that! Perfect! It's really off-putting, not being able to hear the game. That's inverted, isn't it? I think that's inverted. We're gonna try this one. Right, okay. Let's go. The fan is hitting the wing. Oh my, I need to... Why aren't I merging it? What is wrong with me? Merge it! There we go. Right, now we're sorted. Are we sure the rear prop is pushing instead of pulling? Yeah. The rear prop is definitely pushing. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting stressed out now that there's two cats running around in here trying to eat food. And I can't hear anything. That's bizarre. It's such a weird feeling. Do 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 do. Okay, hang on. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, don't worry. Everything's fine. We've got it sorted now. Get rid of this. Attach it onto this one. But invert it. That'd be good. Oh yeah, perfect place for it. Excellent. Attach that to that. Attach this to WNS. Go. Sorted. We're done now. Wait, so can you guys not hear the game then either? Are we all listening to just music right now? Is that what's happening? What's your favorite song? Don't know. Yeah, we can't hear it. Oh, nice. That's good, isn't it? That's good. Do 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 do. We've done it. We have taken off into the skies. And we are flying the plane. No heater. No heater. Yeah, you're right. There's no heater. Also, the roll needs fixing. There's a lot of problems. But that's okay. Don't worry, we're not flying to the Arctic right now. We literally have nothing. Ow! Why did it stab me so much? Unbelievable. Anyway, we're flying, and that's good. Oh, wait, there's a tsunami coming through. Not that we can hear the tsunami sirens or anything like that, but yeah. Alright, guys, we did it! We built a thing! Look at it. It's kind of interesting. It's a weird plane. It is weird, but it works. You put wings and a propeller on a catamaran. Pretty much. Yep. Right. Okay. The poll? The answer is yes, so that's good. The big cat is currently trying to push some biscuits off. You might hear it land. Right. Get out! Go! Right. I thought we would have definitely crashed by the time I got back, but yeah. Anyway, I am actually going to end this video here, or this stream here, because I have a really sore throat. I haven't spoke this much in such a long time. But there is a video coming out tomorrow where I build a boat, which is quite nice. I don't know if we'll stream again tomorrow. If we do stream again tomorrow, that video will probably get pushed back another day. We'll see. Roll right. I don't have any ailerons. We can't roll. We can't roll anywhere. But thank you guys very much for being here. I appreciate everybody that's appeared, and hopefully you guys had fun. I had fun too. Smudge? Smudge? Come here. They want to see you. Alright, fine. You don't get to see any cats. Ugh. Here's my dog. This is Sparky. Bye everyone. Do. Bye bye. Bye bye. Go. Right. We didn't crash in after all of that either. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.